So the message is, the word on the streets and up above is that the buffoonery is about to stop. Thank goodness. I am feeling so lost. I'm halfway through my life. I've lost decades. I have so many dreams, so many ideas, so many things that I've wanted to do, but it gets overwhelming because I don't know where to start. And now I can't even get jobs that I got in high school and college. I don't know if the Matrix has some program built into it. Don't hire Sally Ann Stearns for anything. Even my own family that are trying to work on projects. And, I've only successfully started the top business in that industry in this town for them before, but it's really odd how they don't really want me in the scene or involved with stuff. Kind of raises suspicions concerning stuff going on. Anyways, I'm so over all of that. I just want to get started again and start to work on some of my ideas, my brilliance, my talent that's being wasted. I'm severely shadow banned. And, the word on the street of me getting back what's been stolen to me is becoming very overwhelming, and it is a good thing because it needs to happen. And there has got to be a lot of money behind what was stolen from me. A lot of spiritual inheritance, a lot of talents, a lot of skills. I already know that I've been holding on to 10 grips since, the beginning. Head in the ground, mad scientist stepping on my back, trying to yank them out, sort of a thing, abuse of their programs. I've been talking about the few people I talk to about the few people that are in my life. Let's just be technical and call it what it is. And it is, now it's not even coming to me because, you know the deal. Like the stuff that stem cell came out of genetic, not genetic. No, I can't even think of it. Well, if I do, I'll put it in the title. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm getting such a blockage now. This junk has to stop in a big way. It's so crazy. As I was staring at the beautiful star, the bright, beautiful star in the sky last night, even the dog started barking at me. And this was right after I watched Sleepless in Seattle. So I was in a certain sort of a place. Yeah. Interesting, the parallels. God, I wish I'm just trying to still think of what that's called. Enhancement. It's enhancement. It's anyways, medical testing. Part of the reason that they've got me shadow banned because of the experiment that I was and how significant that was. And how significant the meeting after that doctor's appointment was. And the next message I have in queue is that I didn't meet that person by accident. So, anyways, I'm glad the buffoonery's coming to a wrap up. I'm glad that they've got plenty of proof concerning all of this. I mean, these people overdid it. It all became way too obvious, and that doesn't just happen for no reason at all. I mean, what I'm going through, it doesn't happen for no reason at all whatsoever. And so I'll be glad to have my energy protected again. Boy, did I wake up knowing that I was freaking vamped, hella vamped last night for someone to try to desperately hang on to their life. I gotta stop falling asleep with this haunted device next to me. I'll listen to a message to go to sleep or something, and man, it's rough. But anyways, it's all gotta work out, and my recompense needs to be fast and elevated, and like, you know, my springboard, my platform, jumping from level to level to level to quickly regain all that's been lost and stolen from me and stuff. So yeah, I think another reason they've been so very against me is because they screwed up my birth certificate so badly. So it's super obvious and very, very provable, and has been being documented. And as I have been, I'm not completely entirely against, you know, this surveillance against me, because I don't have anything to hide. And, you know, I can't say I don't have any regrets in life. I think everybody does. And I can't say that there weren't some learning opportunities and some mistakes, because everybody does. But everyone should be allowed a few of those. It's just that some of us in our cases is so exaggerated, and so many lies and so much defamations come up against us, that it's like everyone else is allowed to make way more mistakes, be like a way more wild teenager. And, you know, daddy talks good on her. Daddy talks good on all of them but me. Something to all this. It's sad, like, you know, you just wish people would support one another, and I guess that's why I'm here. That's, I guess, why I do what I do, you know. And I'm not trying to make this all about me. Like, I know I'm a healer, and I know that, like, it's very important for my situation to come around and for it to be made right, and the connection that's supposed to happen with me and him, because then I believe it's actually going to trickle down to many others. I'm like the motherboard, you know, of this stuff. I'm the mother, and there are other mothers. I always liked the movie Ferngully. Like, I had that for my daughter when she was growing up, and like that, the, you know, gray woman. I'm cool with getting gray once I get into my proper place and want to have more children too, you know. Actually, I'll be good to get gray. I'm thankful that I'm not as gray as a lot of the chicks my age around here. I feel like I've got some more gray to sprout now. There's something about this town and the stuff here that causes it to happen, but also at the same time, copper is an anti-agent, so it works both ways. You know, there's a lot of illness here, but there's a lot of really strong immunities at the same time. Yup. Well, yeah, I've just been feeling so freaking lost. I don't even know where to start. It's just like, and it's like you get to the point when you've just been so sabotaged, like just over and over and over again with the last few years, that you're like, God, like the motivation to go try to do something, it's like, okay, I got to go start to do something just to get sabotaged in a couple months again. I mean, it's been the story of my life. But yeah, hopefully a lot of the investigations are being wrapped up, and a lot of the charges are definitely provable, and recompense and the unveiling of things and the uncovering of things is very much on its way. And I'll look forward to having a normal page with a normal story, normal-ish story. My story will never be normal, but like normal endeavors and going forward with business, and not having that sabotaged and thwarted and hacked. I mean, like all my pages in the past I've ever set up, you can't find them. But these evil, shadow banning, sabotaging karmics, they've gone way too far, and they've had no right to step in where they have, and they have had no right to steal what they have, and they have had no right to interfere with people's lives and ruin them the way that they have. So it's going to be corrected and made right. It is. It has to be. And I'm going to be back in my place that I was, you know, removed from, when I never deserved that to happen. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, never made a mistake, but geez, you know, like nobody deserves to have the few mistakes they made 20 years ago exaggerated and turned into their current narrative and agenda to cover up liability. Come on. I could see if I were trying to file all these lawsuits. But I haven't, ever. The more they cover up the liability, the more liability they bring upon themselves. You go dig up my son's body. I mean, he got adopted by my aunt and uncle. But yeah, you could go dig him up and find in his body what I deal with. Because it's still present in the Egyptian tombs and in France in the 1400s. And I've got a lot of significance when it comes to France. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I just, a 10-minute video just to say I'm glad to hear the buffoonery is coming to a close, because it's about damn time.